What up, homies? Welcome back to episode 60 of our Disco Elysium playthrough. We've got two main investigations going on for this last part of the game. First of all, the Insulindian phasmid and the traps Morel set out, and what happened to the Locusts that were in those traps. We'll talk to Morel and to Kuno about this today. Oh, and secondly, I guess we still gotta find out who killed Lely. And the next person of interest on that list is Ruby, the mysterious 8th Hardy, the drug trafficking lorry driver who's gone underground since I arrived here. Let's see if Titus and his boys can help us find her. Thanks for coming by, and enjoy! Well, I guess we go talk to the Kuno, because I really don't know what else to do. But we can check with him, see what it takes to convince him, or to convince him to tell us about that person.
What is it?
What kind of check that is? Okay, I talked to Klasia, now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Oh my god. He leans back and regards you with curiosity. Because she's your real leader, I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer. I've seen her in the laudanum-induced delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. Alright. Look, I need to pin this on someone, and I've decided to pin this on her. Oh my god. Will this lead to him killing us? I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. A civil war is breeding, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby. She is a suspect in another case I'm investigating, and drug smuggling. None of those are good. I guess we're gonna go with the first one. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're
I didn't
not.
say suspect, I said next link in the chain.
Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral fa-
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
Okay. Okay, it's an impossible chance. Why is that 3%? Logic 3? We only have 3 in logic. Saw the winch outside? Reconstructed murder scene? Ruby is a drug dealer, a drug trader established. Or is that a sort of theory? So logic. We do have a bunch of logic close, so that is possible to do. Oh yeah, we got this tie. What is that? Inland Empire and Volition. Who gives a fuck? A slender bolo tie held together by an antique clasp in the shape of a bird's skull. The skull features 8 cavities for eyes. It's disturbing, but you can't look away. Will something happen if I wear this? Wait, where do I... Here? No. I mean, sure. So, logic. We do have logic clothes. I don't think we have a lot of them. But some. I say, can't find any here. We got this logic hat. Very logical. Got these glasses. This jacket. Getting all logical in here. This shirt, damn. Getting really logical. Oh, damn. Alright. +5 logic. Wait, what about that? This thing here? Inland Empire and empathy. Alright, never mind then.
It's you again. What is it?
Why is he the only one where we have to wait for his whole walking animation? Okay, 72%. That's way better. Can we level logic if we wanted to? Oh yeah, we did not level it at all. So we're just going to do that now. Hopefully it succeeds. If not, we got to get another level and then put another skill in here and try it again.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet, she didn't go to the bar for a drink, she didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke.
No.
That's a lie.
You know that's not the case. In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time. You know that's not the case.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him.
How would she even do that?
It's not plausible.
The only way to that balcony is through the room of Klasia, and they have been in there, so how?
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right? I don't agree with that. Ruby could have gotten to the roof from somewhere inside the whirling. A skilled Sambo artist could have climbed the outer wall like a spider. Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling? Okay, yeah.
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying she reeled herself up by her collar, like some kind of...
Can't come up with an analogy.
Shooting?
Let's go with that. Point is, it's just a rusty winch. It doesn't put her on the roof.
I'm not a fan. You do agree that the shot came from the roof, right? I don't agree with that. Maybe we shouldn't have done this before we analyzed the different options for where the shot came from, but I don't even know if we're actually able to do that. If we have to get through that bunker and it's impossible to go through there, we will never have the ability to do that. Well, let's continue. Ruby could have gotten to the roof from somewhere inside the whirling. I'm gonna go with that. I don't think there's an option here apart from how, Klasia's room, and if they've been in there, that's not really possible. But we're not gonna pick the spider thing because we were warned not to pick that. And I guess then it's this here.
Nah, the only way up there is through Klasia's room.
Maybe there's more. Oh, wait, yeah, there is more. There's that other secret door that's locked on there. Maybe through this room up here, maybe there's an elevator or some shit like that. How much do you guys know about this place?
We've only been drinking here for what? 6 years? How much do we know?
Been thinking of getting wilding in racks. That is on my ass, boss.
There you go. Tatted on his ass. We know the place.
There's a locked door in the kitchen and another on the roof. Ever been through those?
No, but that doesn't prove anything.
It's just 2 dolls. We're not giving you Ruby for that. She's one of us.
What if they're connected by the winch, Eugene? That is your name, right, Eugene? If they're connected, she could have gone to the kitchen, gone up, shot him on the roof, then come down. All in 5 minutes. How about that?
Yes, she could have. This is one long shot.
He shakes his head, but the look in his eyes shows interest.
Tell you one thing, I liked how that goddamn winch came up again. That was nifty.
Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot? Good. This is good this is here now, because I don't agree with that, so we didn't have to pick it.
Firmly? Try shit on a stick. All you've established is a possible route to the roof that you haven't found. And even then, a route doesn't put that bullet in the Burke's head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
Okay, I don't like the... I feel like we actually should have checked these places, but I have no idea how to open these doors. And we don't have any tools for that. Maybe we would need more skills down here. Hand-eye coordination and interfacing. So we were never able to actually open them to actually check that, and we were not able to check where the other shot came, or the shot might have come from somewhere else or further away. So, and we talked to Clausia, which was what gave us even the opening to go into this conversation line. So yeah, I don't know what else we could have done. I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too. I have analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was ejected. I did not analyze it. There's a small 28% chance that shot came from beyond the roof. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. Huh. Sure.
You lost your gun?
The blonde man is taken aback and not even laughing. Oh, I have my gun.
What an idiot!
I guess that was not the right option.
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
Yes, no, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Sure.
Oh
Take
shit,
your
I lost health.
sorry ass out of here. Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
Formidable failure.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
It's sad that I should not pick things that I'm not very sure about. Murder weapon, get a gun here. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself. Well, I did not analyze the bullet, so I can't say this. There's a small 28% chance that shot came from beyond the roof, and this feels like it's the wrong option, so I'm gonna go with this here. I've already established Ruby's running drugs, because yeah, she does. She could have smuggled guns.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
All I'm saying is, from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun. Fine, Titus, I'm not getting into it if it touches on your precious business. You will want to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it. I'm on the fence here, because I'm not aiming to have pin this on her, because I still don't believe that it actually was her. I just need a way to talk to her, and maybe that opens up new quest lines. So I guess I'm gonna go with this here, just agree with him, because I'm not trying to antagonize here.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your lost
Goddamn.
gun first?
The tattooed man bursts out laughing at his own joke.
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, Don't piss him off. That never works.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up. I like that. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you. No, I'm gonna go with the first one. Because, yeah, she did organize that cover-up. And we know that she did this because Claudia would have been in massive trouble otherwise.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus. I don't know. We know that she helped with that because she has connections with Claudia, and Claudia is being chased. And if shit, is hitting the fan here, she could be compromised. So, whatever, we're going to pick this now.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, let's assume you killed him. Shanky, let's assume you killed him. Titus, let's assume you killed him. I'm gonna go with Shanky.
I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that.
He squeaks with indignation.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Here we are. Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods.
Oh, damn.
A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
The only opinion he cares for, but sure.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Okay. When did she leave? What was she scared of? Do you have any clues on where Ruby went? Have you looked for her? Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies? I assume we can do all of these, so when did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me as in the RCM? Me personally? RCM, I assume?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
What the fuck? Does she know me? Don't forget the funny tie, too. No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the ending of the human experiment. I'm sorry, God. Why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? I have no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head. I have a funny tie.
How can I forget?
He nods at your tie, which is in my backpack. I'm not wearing it.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
Damn. What else did she tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop.
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener. that you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener? Anything else? Anything? Is that true, Kim?
You are insistent.
Insistent. Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught me.
Okay.
But she was too scared.
This sounds very much like she knows us and we know her, actually. Well, do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Is she on that island?
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there's some shit houses there, a cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish, hair's red, dyed. She looks like a lorry man.
Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
A pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
Thanks. It's not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
He puts his hand out. Shake it, walk away. No, shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material.
He should be a cop, Titus. Just thinking. I'm not going to tell him that. Just thinking.
No, he already is a sergeant. That's what you're feeling. He just wasn't sure what you are.
Alright. There's a bunch of new shit. So we're gonna ask Kuno about this insect shit, about the traps, and we're gonna ask around at the fishing village about Ruby. Maybe there is a way to get to that island, which is kind of backwards, because it said we should check for different approaches on the killing here, and one of those is the island. But if we can only get to the island, if we get to Ruby, you know, something doesn't add up. Alright, let's check with Kuno first. And also dress accordingly again. Alright. Yeah, what up?
Fuck, does Kuno care?
You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
I was just thinking, does this guy know what locusts are?
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry. out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
What's this about? Now hold on. No one is lame here. Just tell me what happened. You kids are in trouble. No one is lame here.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Oh shit.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Who the fuck is his lawyer?
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Alright. I'm not gonna discuss it. Narcotics. There probably is a way. If his dad has these narcotics that he sells, maybe he got them from Ruby, and but it also said that we might probably get into a fight with his dad, so if we beat him, maybe there's an option that he can tell us something about Ruby and where she went. Don't know. Could be. It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
The lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Yes, precisely what I was thinking. Stop being so sarcastic, Kim. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
Damn, he being sassy. Holy shit.
When someone says they're not being sarcastic, it's usually a good sign that they're being very sarcastic.
You think the Insulindian phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The phasmid doesn't exist. But what do I know?
We should talk to Kuno about this.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Alright. Yo, what up?
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locusts from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
I was really hoping it would be the reed phasmid that ate the locusts, not you, Kuno. You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town. Why still locusts? Couldn't you find some other pets? Yeah, the bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place. What are you, some kind of artist now? Whatever, kids, I just wanted to ask. City of Rage.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Damn. Hold on, did I hear you right? You said I. That's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art. You should listen to your friend, Kuno. Art's lame as hell. This feels to me like this is some kind of hint, or it's not a metaphor, but, you know, storyline, plotline directed at self-determination and finding yourself again in a world as fucked up as this through something that you do for yourself and for your own well-being. In this case, art. It's weird art, but it is art, and it's expression. So could be. Hold on, did I hear you right? You said I. That's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art. Second one.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds! Don't let him, Kuno!
Yo, Fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt. Tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give away.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence fills the yard.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. So that's what this is about.
That depends on the choices you make, young girl. Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promised I won't do that. Say nothing. I'm gonna go with say nothing because he has to say that.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence.
Never mind then.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait. I have to ask, what does the city of locusts mean? What's going to happen to the locusts, not to what the shack? Second one, what does it mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He turns his face up to the heavens.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
Okay, so I guess he doesn't have to have these locusts, so it's okay to ask him to stop. I'm gonna go with what's going to happen to them.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Alright. I need you to stop taking them.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
Did I destroy his art career?
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno's finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I.
Did you say I again? Oh yeah, I don't give a shit. Uh-huh. Okay, now that that's settled, I'd better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian phasmid. He mutters to himself.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, do you know what the Insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Anything more?
Does Kuno care?
Oh.
Been waiting for you to fucking man up. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Kuno's listening.
I'm not going
Kuno sees you're too...
Another sane decision, detective.
Kuno doesn't...
Alright. I guess I just have to tell them now, right? Kuno has promised to stop. Report your findings to the cryptozoologists. Alright. I should be quite close to another level up, right? No. 1 out of 100. Can't be further away. Alright, bam.
Hello, officer.
I had a chat with this kid,
I almost
Kuno.
have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid, Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So it was just a child.
He purses his lips, crestfallen.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
Oh, damn.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
That's just something people tell themselves when they fail.
Uh-huh.
There won't be a next season. Not for this. Find a phasmid or admit defeat, people.
Man, I'm really feeling this is costing me time on my main investigation. It's not worth risking your health. You should call it a day and go home. I'd offer to help, but I have my own things to do. Damn it, maybe I can still restock the trap for you. If we've come too far to quit, I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this, except enthusiastically. I'm gonna restock that shit. I don't want them to be around here because he sounds like he's actually dying, and you know that's really not worth it. But I also don't want to send them home and be like, "Oh man, we fucked up." Maybe I can still restock the trap for you? Question mark. I'm not gonna do it enthusiastically. I don't think. Oh fuck yeah, we're gonna do it enthusiastically all the way. There no middle ground here. Middle ground is always. That always sucks. So enthusiastically.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we?
He makes a show of suppressing a
it's better
sign.
than having these people get pneumonia on the coast.
Uh-huh.
But after this,
He wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
Really? It's too much, officer.
New task: find the Insulinian phasmid. All right.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
She nods to her husband.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Of course not. Sure.
This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
All right, I get going. All right, can I do anything with that shit? First, restock the trap you left empty before. The trick is to remember which one it was. The one in the middle, the first one. I can sell this for 128. A cardboard box with several rows of little holes in the lid. Though at first glance the box seems perfectly ordinary, upon closer examination it's obvious that it has been prepared with great care. Alright, I mean we gotta go that way either way. So, why not do that? First we gotta get to that fishing village and talk to these people about Ruby. Wait, is that enough? That's a different trap. I emptied this one. Wait. Let's check this quest again. First, restock the trap you left empty before. It has to be this one, yeah.
The trap stands empty near the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' apprehensive hissing.
Release the locusts into the empty trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
He doesn't want to. But if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it. All the traps are stopped now, and still no sight of the phasmid. Return to Morel and let him know.